right, thank you for taking the time to do that. Hopefully you gave it a little bit of effort. And honestly, if you came up with anything, it's better than what I had when I was your age, because my mental training, the reason that I'm so big into it now is because it's what I believe I missed. Because for a lot of my coaches, mental training either wasn't talked about or looked more like an ooh-rah-rah pump-up speech, something that was stolen from, for those of you that know Rocky, the movie's Rocky, something like, it's not about how hard you can hit, but about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. And I heard lots of those types of speeches, and not that there's anything necessarily wrong with them, but I think that there's much more, because when I think of that, I just think of Rocky's head being knocked around like a bobblehead and his brain's looking like scrambled eggs, and then wondering, well, how does it apply? And so actually the reason that I'm out here in California is to meet the guys and work with the guys further from a company called Train to Be Clutch. They work with some of the top athletes and teams around the country, and their whole philosophy is founded upon a definition that they use called true mental toughness. Now, some of you know this already. I've been teaching it for over a year now, but it's simply this, that true mental toughness is four things. Number one, treating people really, really well. Two, having a great attitude. Three, giving your very best. And four, being unconditionally grateful regardless of circumstances. Now, the key part in all that definition is regardless of circumstances, because initially it sounds soft. It's like, really? You're telling me that's what some of the best teams are holding themselves accountable to? But after you think about it, all four of those things, treating people well, giving your best, having a great attitude, and being unconditionally grateful, are 100% inside of our control. It's not something that's reliant on somebody else. It's all about us. And so that's really easy when things are going well, when your plan is working out, when you're seeing the gains that you want, when people are treating you the right way. But it's a world of difference when the plan falls through, or when you get injured, or when your best friends talk behind your back, or when everything that you had planned seems to be going the other way. That's when those tenets of true mental toughness become really, really hard. But the reason that we teach this is what we call TMT, is because I believe that it transcends the sporting arena. It's the most important thing that you can develop. Because as you look forward, someday maybe many of you want to have a family. Your kids, as much as you care about getting ready for maybe the game-winning shot or the big stats, your kids won't care one bit about that, and might even be annoyed by it down the road, but they are going to care about how well you can treat them in even the circumstances that get really tough, or the employees that you lead someday, and whatever your career may be, or the patients that you're going to be treating, or the students that you work with, or the business deals that you'll be working on. They won't necessarily care about your batting average or the number of rushing yards you had, or spikes or hits, but they're going to care how well you can handle yourself in the most difficult situations. How well can you stay poised? And the cool thing is your sport is a way to train that right now in really no better way than I see out there at this time. And so we're trying to use true mental toughness as a way for you to take back the power of your sport and help it so that you are prepared as you go down the road. And so our challenge is simply this: true mental toughness, treating people really, really well, bringing your best attitude, giving your best, and being unconditionally grateful. And I believe the only way that you can do this is by having an awesome perspective, keeping in mind that people pray for exactly what might be your biggest challenge or problem. That there are people that would be love to sitting in your spot right now early in the morning to be able to go and train. And what I'm challenging you to do is to find a true mental toughness model. Now, I know you have plenty around in the area where you're sitting right now, your coaches, your teammates, but I'm going to challenge you to find one outside of that realm and to contact them, to call them, to tell them, that they are your TMT model, to tell them what true mental toughness stands for and how they have demonstrated to you that they treat people well, that they have a great attitude, that they are unconditionally grateful in all circumstances. And not only will that make their day, but you're going to find that those people, it doesn't come easy to them, and it's done on purpose. Just one last quick example for me would be my grandpa. At an early age, he was moved around, yanked out of his family by his dad to actually attended 5 different schools in his 5th grade year. His dad then abandoned him in an orphanage where he was beat up multiple times, and he has every reason to grow up angry, resentful, and the opposite's true. If you visit Freedom, everybody knows my grandpa, and he will bring a smile to your face if you meet him. He's just one of those people. And all of us have somebody in our life like that. My challenge is for you to step outside of your comfort zone. Thank them for being a true mental toughness model and steal from them that joy, that vibrancy that they have in their life. Thank you for tuning in. Good luck. Have a great day.